Hey, what's up? It's me, I'm back. Now, so this video is gonna be a little bit different than usual, like usual. This is gonna be a little more technical, but it is something that I find like really interesting. Just when I talk to people about it in like real life, they're kind of like, okay. But it is interesting, I swear. I know you guys will appreciate it more than my mom does, so let's get into it. Also, this video is brought to you by DistroKid. They're actually like the perfect sponsor for today's video because it was a video that I was like planning on making anyway, and then they're like, hey, so don't tell DistroKid that, please. So anyway, so my first song ever, this song, got over 250,000 plays on Spotify, which is a lot. And do I know how it happened? Yes. You just gotta make good music. Just kidding. No, you do have to make good music. That is important. But also, it's also really important to like make yours stand out by playing the game. And that's something that I've been like trying to figure out how to do for a little while. And I think I've got the answer. So I want to share it with you guys. And it all starts with DistroKid, the sponsor of today's video. I'm not just saying that because they sponsored this video. I'm saying it because they sponsored this video, which is when we made Moved On. Because I wouldn't have actually made Moved On if it weren't for DistroKid. Because before they reached out, I thought that in order to like get your music on Spotify and all the major streaming platforms, you had to be like a good artist. And turns out no, thank God. Getting your songs on Spotify and like Apple Music and Tidal is actually as easy as like uploading a video to YouTube. Basically, you just press upload, you know, song title, cool album cover, and boom, you're a musician. So yeah, like having your songs on Spotify is pretty cool, but what's more cool is people listening to them, and it's all about working the algorithm. Told you this video is technical, but no, like if you look at the stats for Moved On over the past 28 days, over 40% of the listens came from like algorithmic playlists, which are like Release Radar, Discover Weekly. So it's not really about like working the algorithm so much as it is getting on Discover Weekly by working the algorithm, you know? So how do you do that? Well, first you want to use Hyperfollow. It's this free tool that DistroKid has that like basically gives you a head start for your song's success before it's even released. It's just a link that you share with like Todd and Bob, your friends. I don't know your friends' names, but it's just a link that you like share with your friends, and then when they click it, it automatically saves the song to their libraries. Plus, it gets them to follow your Spotify artist profile, which I think is a thing that a lot of people don't know that you can do. I didn't know you could do that before I started like posting my own songs, but like songs and following a profile are like massive for ensuring your song's success, and the Hyperfollow link does both of those. But also, I have some unorthodox advice. Don't tell Universal Music Group. Now, I have some unorthodox advice, and it sounds kind of backwards if you're like releasing your stuff to Spotify. But if you're planning on having a release, before you hit all the like major streaming platforms, I suggest you release it first to like places where you already have some followers like YouTube, Instagram, MySpace. But no, some like places where you can release your song in its entirety before the actual release. But then on those releases, like accompany it with a Hyperfollow link so they can pre-save it on like Spotify and everything. But the reason you want it on those platforms first rather than just like putting rather than just like putting the link into the wild and being like, press it guys. Like you don't want to trick people into pressing it because you only want people who like actually like your song to save your song because of how the Spotify algorithm works. So like basically, say you just have your link and you like put it out there and you're like, hey friends, please press it, it'll help. Say your dad's a supportive fella and he's like, I love you son. So then he clicks it to like support your music career because, you know, he cares about you. But then also say that your dad listens like exclusively to like Frank Sinatra and you're making lo-fi hip-hop. The way the Spotify algorithm is going to interpret your dad liking it is that people who like Frank Sinatra will love your lo-fi hip-hop track, and they won't because they're not your dad. So then Spotify is going to be like, wait a second, this song sucks. And then it'll stop promoting it, which you don't want, probably. So like as a wider example, if you just share the link with your friends, you might have a bunch of friends who don't particularly care for your music save the link, but if they get a chance to like hear it first and decide, I like this, or I don't, then you'll only have friends who are excited for the release, save it to their Spotify, and then when it's on Spotify, Spotify will only see like the positive feedback and be like, this song must be really good. And then also it'll only spread to people with like a similar music taste, so then it'll be strangers who might actually enjoy the song, which is what you want. Just as a side note and like a point of reference, you want 15 to 20% of listeners who hear your song to save your song, which is a lot. So the best thing you can do to like get that many people to actually save your song is to make sure that you have like a really good song. My friend Corey, who made my songs all sound really good, is offering to like mix and master and like help you produce your own songs on Fiverr. I'll link it down below. But yeah, that's kind of like what happened with Moved On. First I put on YouTube, so like all of you guys got to hear it and be like, oh, that's nice, or no thanks. For those of you who liked it and were like excited for it to be on Spotify, then went to Spotify and like listened to it. So then Spotify just got like all the positive feedback, and that's why it spread, which is cool. But yeah, all that said, I think one of the most important things is also not to like overthink it like I did with this video, because at the time that we made Moved On, we were just kind of like, haha, fun song, here you go. And then it just so happened that we like hit a lot of the beats. But I think it's important just like enjoy the process and, you know, make stuff that you like. If you're making music like in any capacity, why not put on Spotify? I'm not just saying this to plug DistroKid, but use my link. But why not like just get it out there? You never know who might hear it. You never know how it might do. Plus it's a lot of fun. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. I hope you got something out of it. If you didn't, there's always next time, so subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for making it to the end. And most of all, thank you to my patrons and DistroKid.
I'm not who I used to be. Passing days, my changing age have swayed how I see.